Now, I know before before the school year started, you met with all the teachers individually.
I did.
And you asked them what they felt were the strengths of St. Charles Borromeo Catholic School. And I want to ask you, what kind of answers did you get from them? And what strengths have you seen in your first 6 weeks here?
Now, I'll talk about what I've seen. And I've shared a little bit with you already. The community is a great asset to St. Charles. It is a very strong community. There are a lot of people who are very dedicated to St. Charles, not only to the school but to the parish. They have a deep love for the community. I told the staff when I was looking for where I was going to be next and let the Lord lead where I was to be. And I was looking at the diocesan website, and when I saw the opening here and looked at the school website, I was looking for certain things because I've been in 2 schools that have had a Blue Ribbon Award, which to me is a focus on academic excellence, because that's what it's all about. And I wanted to be in that kind of school because I knew if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't be very happy, because that's just the person that I am. But the school has all of the things that you would look for. The website was very polished. I remember my brother calling me and saying, "Pam, I've looked at the website for your new school." He said, "That looks great." He's like, and I want to talk to their athletic director, because my brother Sean teaches in a Catholic school in Knoxville. He's PE, and he's their athletic director. And so I said, okay. I asked David Ray, I said, is it okay if my brother calls you? He's like, yeah, sure. I got a text 2 days ago, need contact information for your AD. So I emailed the phone number. Sean will eventually get around to calling David, I'm sure. But, he said there were things he saw in the athletic department that he wanted to implement in his building. That's a great testament when other people in other parts of the country are looking at what you have and saying, that looks great. All the programs. And I've served on, review teams that go to other schools, and so I've had that opportunity, so I know what to look for, and it was all here. And so, and then I got here and found out that that really is what is here. Those programs are here. So, the teachers, I did meet with every single person, all members of the staff. And I did ask them to tell me 3 things that they felt were strengths of St. Charles that they would not like to see changed. And so we had a very long list. And part of our pre-planning is we worked in groups, and they kind of culled that down into some kind of broad statements. And what we hope to do with this is to have Mrs. Cooper be able to use this as part of the development office in marketing the school, that this is what the staff has to say about St. Charles. And they talk about Catholic identity, which is the reason we open the doors every day. You can get a good academic education in a lot of places. But the reason we're open is because we are teaching the faith. We are assisting the parents in their formation of the children. Sacramental preparation, devotion to the Blessed Mother. I have a very big devotion to the Blessed Mother. So, that's a very nice thing. Community service. And I don't know if you're familiar with the document called To Teach as Jesus Did. I'm sure Father is. It was written by the U.S. Council of Catholic Bishops. And they said the church has a 3-fold educational mission. Community, which is one of the strengths of St. Charles. Worship, which is one of the things of St. Charles, and the academic formation of the children. So all of the elements that the bishops say we should be looking at are present here, and so that's a great strength. We talked about the community. This is a diverse community. That is a strength. That is a great strength. That is a diverse community. One of the things I told Father when we had our interview and we were finishing up and the committee was there, I said, well, I see 2 things right away about St. Charles. Number 1 is the Catholic identity. Number 2, you have the high school sitting on the property right next door. I mean, how many people have that? I mean, that's awesome. And so the staff has agreed that that is a great asset that we have, and We've already had opportunities to work with the high school and collaborate on some things, and in talking with Mr. Doyle, I think that he and Miss Maureen Kane are very open to us, you know, kind of opening up that relationship some. And then the staff is wonderful, you know, and you know, you expect principals to say the staff is wonderful, but you will find out about me that I don't really say things unless I really believe it's true. And it is a wonderful staff. They're very, very dedicated, and they work very, very hard. Students, the kids have been great. We had wonderful liturgy today. They participated so well. We have a great cellist that played for us today. We had children that were leading mass after being gone all summer, doing solos as cantors, and they just did a marvelous job. So it was very, very nice. And then something that a lot of the public schools are having to cut out because of budgetary problems are programs like PE, your fine arts, Spanish. We have the PACE program, which you all are familiar with. Not a lot of schools have 2 people on staff that are able to do what Mrs. Leginsky and Mrs. Audie are able to do. So that is just a great asset that the school has. We have a great group of instructional assistants. They do yeoman's work, not only helping the teachers, but also helping the students, the administrative team. You know, they're still standing and not dead, and I mean, they have been putting in some serious hours working since July 1st, but I will tell you, I have not heard anybody complaining. Maybe when I wasn't listening, but you know, but they were there because they chose to be there. Volunteered to paint that front office. I didn't ask. I would have never have asked them to do that because of how hard they've been working, but they said, it's okay if we paint. Well, of course, you know, and they did. Their husbands were in here painting, you know, so it's just been wonderful. So those are some of the things, Father.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's a strength that we have our own high school on our property here. You know, that we can.
Notice he said
hand
our
people
property. Did you get that?